Is there any real dispute about like who actually has the Trump derangement syndrome? Seriously? Like you'll get this label anytime you talk about facts that make Trump look bad, because Trump do look bad, and so do Republicans, because they're bad. They're bad for America. They're bad for Americans. They're even bad for Republicans. Actually, now that they signed this disastrous, stupidly named budget bill, that is like, it's not on me to try to spin the narrative. Like, I do not concede to the idea that I have to pay Trump and the Republicans a compliment or say something that they did good for every time I say they did something bad, because I don't think that. I don't agree with that idea. Whoever told you that you need this like weird, unbiased delivery, like you're a baby. You need to grow up. You need to take the training wheels off of your politics, your political understanding of things. This whole right-wing mentality that everybody has to give you a handicap because you're not smart enough for this stuff. You're on the bad team, or the worst team, I would say. I don't agree that the Democrats are a good team. Just, again, here's another stupid one. Just because I say something bad about Republicans does not mean that I, by default, support the Democrats or that I am a Democrat. That's another baby brain thing. Here's what's fun about being somebody who considers themselves basically an independent or basically politically homeless in terms of parties that represent my interests in America. The Democratic Party has more policies in their platform that sort of are better. But that doesn't mean that I'm like, ooh, yay, Democrats. Like, I'm not a baby. I'm not stupid. I'm an adult. I can look at things on balance. So the Trump derangement syndrome, it's been you guys the whole time that continue to support Trump, that twist yourself into pretzels to defend what he does and what this evil GOP does. That's the Republican Party. They refer to themselves as the Party of Lincoln. Yo, they would have they would have called Lincoln woke if he came back today. No, he wasn't. No, they aren't. Republican Party is not the Party of Lincoln. Lincoln would have been with the liberals. It was switched back then. You had the Dixiecrats in the North. And they switched after the party realignment. Like, you guys love to misunderstand history. And you guys don't bother to learn actual history. Like, you guys have to be spoken to like little babies, so you don't feel bad because you guys are on the wrong side of history, because you guys love to do the bad thing. You guys would support slavery. You do support slavery because they're doing it again with these private prisons and they're profiting off of it. And that is evil and that is unethical and it's unconstitutional. It's that. I do not owe you spoon feeding you a bad thing with a good thing. You're just dumb if you think that. And I haven't really seen anything that Trump has done that's been good. I haven't. The tariffs are stupid. There is a version of doing tariffs that is smart. What he did isn't it. Universal broad tariffs are stupid and harmful. They say nobody wins in a trade war. It hurts everybody. The only caveat to that, as I would say, China has benefited from these tariffs because now they have trade relationships that they did not have previously. And when we cut tariffs or we pause tariffs, it's usually over Chinese goods. Because if we kept them high, we'd be shooting ourselves in the face because we, the consumers, pay the tariffs. That's another one of those baby brain things. Like, either Trump is stupid and he doesn't know how tariffs work, or he thinks you're stupid and you'll believe him when he lies to you about how the tariffs work. And even Fox News, who loves to lick the boot. They love to be friendly and carry water for the fascist Republicans. And yes, I do call them fascist because there's 14, depends on which definition you're looking at. The people that are renowned experts, there's was it 3 renowned experts that study fascism pretty extensively. You know what happened to them within like the first 2-3 months of this presidency? They left the United States because they could see what was coming. They left. So I think it's fair to say this is a fascist regime and that Trump is a fascist or some kind of totalitarian. Somebody offered an alternative, something that's worse than fascist, actually. Either way, pretty fucking bad. Signing all kinds of executive orders, acting as if the executive orders have force of law. That's just stupid. Honestly, like, I wish the guy would, it's amazing how little he knows about government, or maybe he just doesn't care, because some say that maybe he's not really actually in charge and he's just being manipulated, and he's a old dying man given little projects in his little memory care facility at the White House. I don't know. But you guys are the ones with Trump derangement syndrome. The derangement is supporting this, which is objectively making this country worse, hurting you. It's going to hurt you when like 17 million people lose their health care. Or however many million. It's somewhere between 11 million and 17 million. It depends on which stage we're talking about in this. There's like $500 million worth of Medicare cuts through some tricky financial mechanisms that get triggered when basically like we start to run out of money because of tax cuts for billionaires who don't need those. That gives us no economic benefit. Farmers are losing their farms. Other people are losing their businesses. Prices have gone up. The whole tariffs was stupid because it's based on his lack of understanding of the trade deficit. That's also stupid. I think we tariffed a place that just has penguins. So, I mean, if you're supporting somebody who thinks it's a good idea to tariff a country that just has penguins and we're mad about the trade deficit with them, how much money do you think penguins have to buy things? I mean, honestly, like, it's impossible to explain things to a Trump supporter without making them feel stupid, because you have to talk to them and maybe show them pictures and use small words. I mock you because I don't like what is happening in my country, our country, like it or not. I'm not going anywhere. People like me aren't going anywhere. And we will beat fascism. Because fascism, I mean, the fun part is a lot of the work is already being done by the stupid motherfuckers that are part of the fascist movement, because they're very, very dumb. They are fucking degenerates. And they suck at this. So there's that. I mean, if you want to wake the fuck up and you want to learn some things, there's plenty of content creators that will help you understand what's happening and why it's bad. Like, killing the travel industry is really bad for a lot of people. It's bad for tourism. A lot of businesses rely on that. A lot of businesses rely on seasonal tourism. You guys are fucking that up. Violating people's rights. Like, hilarious to say that, like, Trump is like, some people are saying they'd like a dictator because I bring down crime. No, you're not, because you are committing a lot of crime. And this is not how you solve crime at all. There's no part of this that actually deals with crime. You are committing crime by violating people's due process rights, their Fourth Amendment rights. It's absurd, totally unethical, totally immoral to take homeless people's worldly possessions and throw them away, use our guardsmen as garbage men and guards for monuments when it's totally unnecessary, sending our troops into blue states and cities for no other reason than terrorism. That's what this is. And it's a setup because they are terrified, because they fucking suck at government. They always have and they always will. And this has been the clearest case that Republicans cannot fucking govern. And the establishment Democrats really need to fucking go, because if they cannot stand up in the face of fascism and win the argument, if you can't beat fascism toe to toe, you are you should get out of the game, bro. You should resign. If you can't beat fascists in an argument, because they are the most heinous, hateful, hated ideology on the fucking planet. Like, what else are you going to lose to? Like cancer? Eating nuclear waste? Somebody drop in the comments, like, what the establishment Dems would lose to besides the fascists in a poll. I don't know, sticking a pine cone up your ass the wrong way? I don't know. Or the right way? Is there a right or wrong way to stick a pine cone up your ass? I don't know. I think I'd rather stick my head in a tank full of eels than deal with this feckless Democratic establishment party. Grow up. Grow up. You're not making the point you think you are when you're saying Trump derangement syndrome. And most of you guys are fucking bots anyway online. Decent people do not support fascism. They just don't. Healthy, happy people do not support fascism. And if, like, honestly, if you support this stuff, you have nothing to offer society whatsoever. You need to fix yourself. That's point number one. The difference between you and me is I don't hate you for who you, like, just base level as a human being. I don't hate you. But if you do things to harm other people, I have a right to say, yo, that's fucked up. You should stop that shit. And if you don't stop that shit, now we got problems. But I still want better for you. I want a better society for you and everyone else. That's the difference between me and you. And people like me have been fighting to make the world a better place for all of us. And fucking blue MAGA and red MAGA distracting each other while billionaires walk away with the bag and destroy the world. I'm not the enemy. Those dipshits are, you guys, being stupid and distracted, and the billionaires and the fascists. Simple. Simple. Snap out of it. Come join the resistance. Try it out for size. Talk to people. If you resist, I guarantee you can make some friends, potentially some allies, well, maybe friends, at least acquaintances. People, you know, maybe you'll have a drink with you, have a meal with you, have some coffee with you or something. Get out and just do some stuff. Organize with your communities. You'll feel better. You'll feel like you're actually doing something with your life. Make some connections, because that is how we all get ahead anyway, together as a community. Nobody survives this world alone. We come into it by ourselves, sort of. We leave by ourselves, but we survive together. None of us are alone when we all move as one. One big community on this pale blue dot floating through space. Let's get it.